Welcome to this explainer. Today we're unpacking a really fascinating blueprint from our source material on how to turn scattered ideas into a revenue-ready info product business. And get this, supposedly in about an hour. If you've ever stared at a blank screen, just wondering how knowledge actually gets monetized without spending months building from scratch, well, this playbook has a very specific strategy. It's called NotebookLM 2.0, and it's all about moving way beyond basic note-taking and straight into rapid business building. To really understand the potential here, let's look at what the source material claims is possible when your information is packaged exactly right. Take Anna Bibikova from the playbook's case studies. She generated $1,000 in just 24 hours. And no, she didn't launch some massive tech startup. The sources note she literally just launched a highly targeted digital product using a simple template right on Twitter. And the blueprint scales up fast from there. The sources point to David, who pulled in over $13,000 just by selling an online book. It's pitched as a single, well-structured digital asset, created super fast, given a little home on the internet, and put directly in front of a specific audience trying to solve a problem. To really cap off this proof of concept, look at Daniel V. He reportedly hit over $100,000 in just 9 months. And he did it selling literally 2 things, one single PDF and one short video. 6 figures from just 2 tiny digital assets. The playbook argues the only difference for these creators was simply taking what was already in their heads and turning it into a tangible digital product. Now, before we all start picking out yacht colors based on AI millions, the sources do offer a pretty firm reality check. They are absolutely clear about this. This strategy is not some magical portal that prints money while you take a nap. It is not a scratch-off lottery ticket. The text heavily stresses that we are talking about building a real, legitimate business architecture. The core philosophy presented is brilliantly simple. It works if you work. The 2-tool tech stack this playbook explores gives you incredible leverage, saving weeks, maybe even months of manual labor. But it emphasizes that you absolutely still have to put in the focused effort to actually build it, launch it, and keep showing up to market it. If you put that effort in, the sources suggest the runway is wide open. So what exactly are we building here? The source focuses heavily on info products. We're talking about tiny, highly focused digital assets. Think along the lines of a quick ebook, a short video masterclass, or an interactive workbook. The absolute secret to their success, according to the breakdown, is that they solve one very specific problem or help a customer achieve one highly specific goal. Because they are so laser-focused, the argument is that they're incredibly fast to produce and honestly much easier to sell. Okay, let's dive into this. The overarching playbook relies on a completely streamlined 2-step system. First, the strategy uses Google's NotebookLM as your product factory. Then it takes those finished products and hands them straight over to a tool called Buildy AI, which acts as your business builder, instantly turning those raw assets into a live, fully monetized storefront. Step 1. The product factory. Let's unlock NotebookLM. Now, a lot of people just know Google's NotebookLM as this neat, free little tool for summarizing notes. But the playbook argues that when you shift your perspective, it actually becomes an absolute product-generating powerhouse. To get started, you have to feed your factory. You can upload PDFs, paste text, or, and the playbook highly recommends this, attach YouTube URLs directly into the notebook. For instance, our source material highlights uploading a PDF manual from Mr. Beast on building a viral channel, and then mixing that with highly psychological video frameworks from top-tier creators. You feed the factory these premium ingredients, and NotebookLM studies them in absolute detail. And this brings us to a massive distinction. We all know that if you go to a standard chatbot and ask it to build a product, you often get what the source affectionately calls generic AI slop. You know, bland, common knowledge, and sometimes just total hallucinations. NotebookLM is positioned as completely different. The products it generates are grounded strictly and exclusively in the factual, high-quality sources you just imported. It doesn't just make things up, it actually synthesizes the specific expertise you provide into something genuinely valuable. Once your factory is fed, it is time to manufacture. With literally a single click, NotebookLM can spit out an incredible array of assets: interactive mind maps, beautiful slide decks, quizzes, flashcards, step-by-step guides. You can even get full audio overviews. And if you click the little settings pencil icon instead of just hitting generate, you can custom guide the exact angle, length, and language of these products. The playbook really emphasizes this phenomenal level of control as the ultimate key to quality. But what if you don't have sources ready to go? Well, you can use NotebookLM's deep research feature. Our source text ran a brilliant test on this. They asked the AI to research training a dog in an urban apartment environment. The tool automatically went out and scoured the deep web, pulling in 60 highly targeted sources, Reddit threads, YouTube videos, blogs, and instantly synthesized all of that into a step-by-step master guide and a set of training flashcards. As the author notes, boom, you now have a complete, fact-based digital product that is ready to sell. Step 2, the business builder, launching with Builder AI. Now, what's really interesting about this next phase is how it actually monetizes those assets. Do you see, the playbook points out a major bottleneck right here. Having a great product just sitting on your hard drive does absolutely nothing, right? This is where most people stop. But this is exactly where tools like Builder AI come in. According to the source, it acts as a fully automated marketing engine rather than just a basic website builder, running 7 distinct AI agents working on your behalf. The claim is wild. You simply type in a chat window, and it systematically generates your website and sales pages, crafts your social posts, writes your promotional email campaigns, and optimizes the whole site for search engines. It's literally designed to handle the entire digital timeline. So let's connect the dots based on the source's example. You take that step-by-step urban dog training guide and the flashcards generated over a NotebookLM, and you literally just tell Builder AI, hey, I want to sell this for $27. The case study shows that in under 10 minutes, Builder AI generates a totally persuasive sales page with custom graphics and writes compelling copy, like hitting them with, if you live in the city, you don't have a bad dog, you have a bad environment. And it sets up the entire members area. According to the blueprint, just like that, you are instantly in business. The source material also highlights a massive technical advantage here. Most major AI website builders write code and content that completely fails to rank on search engines. Like, it's essentially invisible to Google. But the playbook notes that Builder AI utilizes a very advanced SEO module. With literally one toggle in the chat, it structures the site and writes automated blog content designed specifically to build search engine authority, theoretically driving free organic traffic straight to that new info product. So the crucial takeaway from all these sources is simply this. The friction between having a really great idea and actually running a revenue-generating business has never been lower. The blueprint lays out the product factory and it perfectly connects it to the business builder. The tools are clearly waiting for you, so the only question left is, what will your product factory build today?